Here's how to develop candidate assessments as part of the recruitment screening process. Far more effective than the standard resume review process, and importantly, it removes bias, helping you to identify the very top performers. Let's go through this three-step process. First, we define the job criteria with a focus on the role must-haves, and then we list the job activities and tasks. Next, in step 2, we turn these into questions in order to create the assessments. And finally, in step 3, we administer the online assessment process. The first step is to fully understand the nature of the job and commit to assessing all applicants against these same criteria. To do this, start with the job description. Here's one for a new car sales consultant. First, locate the role must-haves in the job description under the section headed Essential or Minimum Criteria. Review this list and highlight which are the role must-haves. Here, we're focused on car sales experience, proven sales, driver's license, and customer service skills. The other essential criteria we can address later in the process.
Using the job description along with interviewing and observing the role in action, make a list of the tasks and activities that occur on a daily basis. For example, here are the job tasks we've identified for the car sales role: to meet and greet customers, perform sales presentations, pricing negotiations, responding to customer objections, analysing reports, writing emails, and attending business meetings, and so on. Next, we want to create the assessment questions from the lists we developed. First, we generate questions to pose to candidates as to whether they meet the essential role requirements. For ease of scoring, we keep these as either yes/no responses or provide multiple answers where candidates have to select the correct response. Here are a list of example questions based on the job description we analysed earlier. First, here's a question about years of sales experience and various answer options. We require 2 or more years of experience, so this is marked as the correct answer. Here's a question about how many cars candidates have sold in the past as a measure of proven sales experience. Here's a question about holding a driver's license with a yes/no answer option. And finally, we've developed a question about how developed the candidate feels their customer service skills are. Remember, we require candidates to get all of the answers to these questions right, as they are our minimum requirement, and those candidates progress through to the next stage of the recruitment process. Next, we generate the work skill assessments. Here are example work skill questions based on the tasks and activities we listed earlier. For each, you should also develop answer guides to help with assessment later in the process. The first work skill assessment is a mini assignment about how a candidate would open a sales call. The next work skill assessment is about how a sales consultant would respond to customer complaints. Here's another question requesting candidates write an email to a customer who won't receive her new car delivery as previously promised. Here's a question requiring candidates to tell us how they deal with a sticky pricing negotiation. And our final example is how to translate product features into customer benefits. Having candidates perform this online during the application process is most efficient, as you can automate the collation of answers and in time generate these deeper insights. The online recruitment application RemyPeople.com has been specifically designed for this purpose. However, other options do exist, and whilst they are free, they will cost you time. One is where you can email candidates the screening questions, or alternatively, you can use Google Forms to provide questions to answers via surveys, which does provide some level of automation. But remember, this isn't designed specifically for recruitment purposes.